EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Stay there! Stay there! 180!
56.
Red Delta!
Kill.
Cluster!
First down, Rivers to Gordon out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
It's second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That looks like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rivers throwing complete to his tight end, Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So it's third and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. As a breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 79 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they can.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Sherrills to return it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, spinning away. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
From the 38, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Second and goal.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give them 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. Fielded at the 20. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Breeze now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
36.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. David Onyemata there on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 38 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right here to Gordon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 27 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breeze going to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Zachary 90, round 80.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Buffalo one.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Rivers to throw it. And a pressure gets to him again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boys.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check 13.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He was true on his first, this a tough one from 49 yards away. This one is right down Broadway. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Black 15! 56. Here we go.
Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Now in desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 36-yard line.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.